The hero of our program entered a chess school after he interrupted a match between his father and elder brother. He fell in love with chess once and for his whole life. Shortly after that, he began easily outplaying his father and brother on the chessboard. Then he started defeating his peers and more mature opponents. At the age of 11, he became the youngest national chess grandmaster in the country, won the Command Chess Championship, and became an Olympic medalist as a member of the national team. At the moment, the hero of our program, Volodymyr Baklan, is an active chess player, a highly experienced chess coach, a sporting official, and an organizer of chess tournaments. Zodiac sign: Pisces. Favorite color: seemingly dark blue. Favorite season: this may be strange, but autumn. Favorite drink: surprisingly, I like beer. Animal: a dog. Favorite book: maybe Harry Harrison, The Stainless Steel Rat. Comparing to the times when Volodymyr Baklan started engaging in it, the game of chess has significantly developed. Earlier, it was considered rather an art. Today, it is a bona fide sport. The reason is the intensification of training loads and the fact that the time for considering a move is becoming shorter. That is, in the present day, it is necessary for all chess players to be sportsmen. They have to stay in good physical shape. That's why we can say that the modern-day chess sport is becoming younger, and the golden mean is about 25 to 26 years, and even up to 30. Volodymyr Baklan started engaging in chess at quite a late age. He was nearly 7 years old when he started. In order to gain high results, it is recommended that one acquaint themselves with chess from the age of 4. I don't really remember, but my parents tell me that I interrupted my father and elder brother in playing a game of chess, and they decided to send me to play in a chess club, so that I would no longer bother them with my annoying questions about the game. I disturbed them first, and then somehow I studied the game and very quickly began beating my father and older brother. This is how it all transpired. Undoubtedly, Volodymyr was a talented chess newcomer. Exerting his desire and stubbornness, very soon he became one of the best in his age category. He reached the national candidate master norm by his 11th birthday. I would even say that chess is some kind of an addiction. If you tried it once and it was manageable for you, it becomes impossible to overcome. I got started very quickly and that turned out to be manageable for me. On the one hand, I got an opportunity to play at tournaments and see the entire Soviet Union at a young age. And already at the age of 10, I went to Kasparov school in Spain. That is, chess genuinely became for me an interesting opportunity to spend my time and see the world beyond Soviet borders. During his first visit to Spain, Volodymyr met with one of his favorite chess players, Garry Kasparov. Such a meeting with a world-renowned grandmaster was more encouragement for improvement in one's favorite occupation. I have always liked the combinational style of chess. One of the icons in this style is Tal. We met at Kasparov's school. I showed him one of my commented games and we discussed some issues. Definitely, he's a very interesting person. He's a very vigorous and energetic person. And what was quite noticeable is that his eyes were always gleaming with energy when he played chess. He talked about chess day after day. Volodymyr Baklan also discusses chess on a daily and nightly basis. He analyzes a certain chess game for hours, examining mistakes and the right moves. There is a proverb, only a fool learns from his own mistakes. I disagree with this statement. One's own blunders come first, then you can understand them quicker. That's why analysis of your own play style and strategy is the main tool for improving your skills. You can analyze how others play, but you will always notice and remember your own mistakes quicker. Volodymyr Baklan made his best career achievements not in individual competitions, rather in team tournaments. He won the World Team Championship in Armenia and became a medalist in a chess Olympiad in Turkey. Indeed, for his high results as a team player, Volodymyr is often invited to play for teams from different countries.
командный, чем индивидуальный игрок, как ни странно, хотя...
Curiously enough, I am more of a team player than an individual player, although it would be slightly an exaggeration to say that chess is a team game. Nevertheless, some team tactics are present. Once they asked me, how many countries have you played for? I played on 11 national teams. It's absolutely possible in chess. It's not like in football, where you can play only for one national team. And over the period of 1 year, I played on 11 teams.
12 команд играл за 1 год, да.
Volodymyr won in chess tournaments many times. However, he hasn't yet succeeded in fulfilling his ultimate dream in this form of sport. There are a lot of chess titles, but fundamentally, there is one title. This is World Chess Champion. Surely, I have a strong desire to strive for this title. It's possible, so why not go for it? Although I may not have the capabilities that I used to have, but that does not mean that I should not strive for it. Although one can play chess until an old age, our hero is realistic. He understands that the title of world champion is difficult to win even at the peak of fame, and this task becomes more complicated with each year passing. Taking into account the time limit for moves, a chess player needs to think faster and make the right decisions in stressful situations. We can observe other examples. Anand became a champion at the age of 42, if I recall correctly. Kramnik is still playing. They're both still playing with youngsters on equal terms. But today the world champion is Carlsen, and he's only 27. As the years go by, people do not become younger, so Volodymyr does not have high hopes that he will get a second wind in chess. For many years, he has been showing his love for chess as a coach. He helped the youngest world champion, Ruslan Ponomarov, in tournaments, the youngest European grandmaster Kirilo Shevchenko, to achieve stunning results, and he's training a number of new young talented players, including Yulia Osmak, a Ukrainian champion among girls.
Я сейчас пытаюсь больше перейти на тренерство, потому что уже, как бы немножко теряется сила.
I'm not trying to switch to coaching because the game is becoming weaker, and let's say that with age, an athlete's reaction results in a loss. And this principle also applies to chess.
Хотя в шахматы можно играть до 70 лет, но...
Although one can play chess up to the age of 70, when you are in your 20s or 30s, you then grasped all these skills faster. So unfortunately, in your senior years, you run into certain mental blocks.
Есть небольшие проблемы.
He tried to encourage his son Kirilo to get engaged in playing chess. Kirilo advanced to the 3rd class level and then stopped playing.
Первую партию с папой сыграл и, дома.
We played at home. I lost the first game, of course. I think that was when I was 5 years old.
Лет в 5. Была ничья.
There were a few draws, but it was because my father was distracted or he simply blundered a move.
Или зевнул фигуру.
Volodymyr hoped that his son would follow in his footsteps. Though his hopes were dashed, he isn't upset at all. He says that there are very few outstanding chess players among the children of talented world-class chess players.
Да, хотелось это многое передать там своим детям.
It is true there were some hopes. I wanted to pass on my experience to my son, but most likely kids find their own path. So I didn't insist. Kirilo, for instance, has created beautiful paintings. His works have even been exhibited. I'll let him do what he wants and achieve success in life in the field of his choice.
Я считаю, что пусть он делает то, что ему нравится.
The younger daughter is also growing up. Her father also has certain hopes for her, although if it does not work out, he's going to support her in any other occupation. As they say, everyone to his or her own trade. He's confident that he will bring up more than one strong player. He likes the role of a coach. The success of his young pupils gives him greater pleasure than his own success did.
Тоже для меня важны и тренерские победы, когда мои подопечные выигрывают это.
My achievements in coaching are also quite important for me. This is also a great pleasure when my understudies win. In such moments, I think that I am doing a good job, and this is important for others, especially when there are good results.
Буду скромным. Вот, в принципе, кому-то дает.
It lets me be prudent. Someone needs that help. There are many young people who are very capable of becoming future grandmasters in chess. Even if you do not succeed in achieving high results in a sports career, that's not a reason to be upset. Chess helps to shape one's personality and develop a lot of positive human qualities. The reason why children are recommended to play chess is that they learn how to behave independently. Neither parents nor trainers would help in front of the board.
доска, и вот они должны
right?
сами
I mean,
играть
there is
именно
only a board and
то есть только
face-to-face
от них
play,
зависит.
so the result depends only on you and your
Молодежь
desire to think
описывает,
wisely and win.
они
I think
идут
this
на
is also
математические
very
вузы,
important.
и действительно у них
Many chess players
идет,
engage in math.
получается.
It is a true
Ну и
fact
вообще,
that they achieve
даже
better results in math
многие
after playing
исследования,
chess. There was even a study
где,
conducted
ну,
when
один
the
класс
marks
брали
between
детей,
two school
которые
classes were compared.
шахматы,
Children in
которые
one of the
брали
classes
класс,
were
которые
engaged in
и
playing
сравнивали
chess, and they
успеваемость,
showed higher results
выше,
in learning school subjects.
развивали именно шахматные навыки.
The special chess skill of solving tactical puzzles is very helpful in everyday life. This is when a person tries to find out the best winning variant at the subconscious level.
Шахматы развивают именно способность.
Chess indeed improves a person's capacity to problem solving. This is kind of an algorithm of acting, which can be applied to any situation.
В ситуациях вы можете его использовать, там, отбрасывать, скажем, там, плохие решения.
For example, word solutions are discarded. I think that it is a sort of pattern that can be put into practice in every walk of life, and this is important for children.
Я считаю, для детей это очень важно.
It is not a very complicated task to identify a child's talent for chess. The aptitude to find the decision in situations where someone else would fail is often quite eye-catching.
Ставишь какие-то там позиции, какие-то там...
When you set some position of diagrams for them to study, some of them immediately see the right move. This is the case when a person can be considered talented. They simply move in advance and cannot explain how or why, but they truly make the best moves. This is what I call God-given talent.
Он действительно делает правильные ходы, там и правильно это все видит. Вот это талант.
The next step is realization. Of course, hard work is indispensable. You have to spend 6 to 8 hours each day in front of specialized chess programs, reading textbooks, and sitting in front of the chessboard.
Конечно, работоспособность очень важна, потому что...
Of course, it is necessary to improve working capacity because basically it's a hard-working process. It is quite hard to reach even the level of a candidate master in the course of a year or two. I mean, it's really a long process.
То есть это процесс очень долгий.
Modern chess has changed a lot with the advent of computers. All games are shared publicly. You have the opportunity not only to learn but also to study your opponent's games. It is like searching for the path to the solution of problems with the help of an engine. It is forbidden to use this facility during games, but the computerization of chess has made great adjustments to the game itself. Computers are accurate, not miscalculated, unlike a person. Therefore, battles of the best chess players with computer programs that were popular a decade ago have been relegated to the dustbin of history.
Просто немножко другие шахматы.
Chess has become only slightly different. While earlier Botvinnik said that an opening preparation may be sufficient to sustain competitive play for a whole year, then today this suffices for no more than a few games because opponents turn on computers and the solution is immediately found. On the one hand, computers gave a push start to the rapid development of chess. It's way easier to improve now. On the other hand, the opponent is still a human being that always makes mistakes behind the chessboard, blunders the pieces, and loses the advantage.
Все равно это борьба двух...
It is still a face-to-face encounter of two human beings. Many mistakes are made in the winning position. There is even a famous chess saying that a winning position is the hardest one, because when you have already gained the edge, you always let your guard down and start playing weaker.
Расслабляешься и уже играешь не так сильно.
All chess players have made quite a number of blunders in the winning positions. Our hero is not an exception. He has made mistakes in situations when it seemed that the opponent couldn't avoid defeat.
Шахматист не может работать постоянно на 100%, потому что...
No one player hit the numbers hard constantly, because the game may last up to 7 hours. That is, you need to somehow give yourself some rest. Well, basically it happens in good positions, when you already try to finish and sometimes it happens that the opponent resists. Then you lose your focus and the position turns sour and quite possibly, ultimately, results in a loss.
Хорошее делаешь там плохую и даже проигрываешь. Почему нет?
Kirillow's most vivid recollection of his life is international championship in the Turkish city Çeşme, where his father participated in 2016. Son was on holiday while his father was struggling in chess games, where he earned 7.5 points among 9 possible and won the championship.
Мы были в Турции,
We were in Turkey the year before last. My father then took first place, and we even wanted to take a picture with the Champions Cup. Indeed, in order for the son of Volodymyr Baklan to be proud of his father, he keeps on training young masters without wasting any time. Keeping in better shape, Volodymyr trains future champions constantly. He sees his future indeed in his own disciples of the chessboard.